For this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a histogram from information that I previously entered into List 1. So if you have not done so already, you would need some sort of information in List 1. This is my fictitious test data. I'm going to go to my Stat Plot menu, and I'm going to create a histogram this time. So first I need to make sure that it is active. Then I'm going to go over, select my chart type. In this case, I want the histogram, and everything else is good. I have my information in list 1. Each one counts for a single test score. So first, I'm going to try to graph it and see what happens. And in this case, I get nothing. And that's because all of my test scores are outside this viewing window. This big blue line is just the base of the graph. So I can go to Zoom and try Zoom Stat and see what happens here. And I do get a histogram, but I have these markings are in odd spots. If I want to see what each of these bars represent, I could trace. And it says, okay, I have one that is from 42 up to 53.2. That's a very odd amount. And if I look at this, this is saying the minimum value, which is including up to the boundary which of the next bar, and these numbers aren't very friendly. So I'm going to go to my window. This is my lowest score, and I would like to count maybe by fives. So I'm going to start with 40, and I know I don't have any scores up there, but I'll use 105. And I want the distance between these tick marks to be 5 because I'm going to count by fives and see what type of graph I get with that. And this shows a distribution of the scores. And I can see how this guy's kind of sitting out kind of by himself. And if I trace, I can see if I like that. And it does count those, and it shows how many showed up in each region. If I would like to go back and change it and say, oh, I want to count by 10 instead. So I might want to change that to an increment of 10. And let's see what this graph looks like. That might better show my distribution. Still shows that this guy sets out, but it does give me a count so I could see where the scores are. And these are kind of more like by grade level. So I would have one person, unfortunately, that failed the test. 3 Ds, not good, as a teacher would prefer to see things up to the other side. But again, this is fictitious data. So hopefully that'll show you how you can manipulate how you see your data from entered information to get the picture that describes and helps you answer the question. This would help me answer how many A, B, C's, D's, and F's in the class.